Recently, I've been getting into like abandoned buildings and derelict architecture in and around London, and I've been scouting loads of different locations that I want to shoot, and I want to shoot on this channel as well. And there's this one building that really stuck out to me today, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and I really want to shoot it. And it's an old like bowls pavilion or an old bowls staff room where there was once a load of bowling, bowls green. But yeah, it's this old bowls pavilion that's been abandoned for about 5 years, I think. It's still quite pristine. There's a few bits of graffiti on it. It just doesn't look like London. It's got like these palm trees around it, and when the sky's blue and really nice sunny weather, it just doesn't feel like London at all. And that's why I really want to capture that. And you know, before either before they destroy it or demolish it, or they just change it and renovate it. So I've got this hankering that I really want to go and shoot it. Yeah, so I went down there today with my camera gear to figure out what composition I want to get, what angle do I want to shoot it at. And I came out with this picture today, which I'm quite pleased with. It's the front on shot. I think that's the way to go. That's how I'm going to get the best out of this image, I think. But you can see the sun was in a bit of an awkward position. The left side of the photo is a bit bright, and it was causing like some chromatic aberration in the lens and some lens flare, which I actually literally had to use my hand as like a lens hood to stop the flare. But as I was shooting it, I just thought to myself, this would look so good with that nice soft morning light. And now I want to go back and shoot it in morning light tomorrow. So the weather's looking good at the moment. It says it's sunny with clouds, and that is perfect. If I can just keep that, let's do it. Right, let's have a look what I'm packing today. So all the main shots are going to be on the Canon EOS R. This is the workhorse, the main camera. And all the filming I'm going to be doing is going to be on the 200D. Shooting the EOS R, amazing camera. And the lens I'm shooting is going to be the wide Canon 16-35. I probably won't go any wider than 24. If you go 16, it kind of warps the edges. And I'm going to have a hard enough time anyway, sort of lens rising and transforming later on in post. Because when you shoot architectural stuff, you want all your lines to be straight, you want your building to be straight. I need to compensate for that, and if I shoot super wide, it'll just make it even more difficult. I'm totally blown out as well. I've brought a polarizer as well, because I want to try and keep as much colour in the sky as possible, and I want to keep that cloud definition as well. So that is the 77mm polarizer that goes on the front of the 16-35. Hopefully, weather is good, and we get some nice blue sky and some clouds at the same time. Now, the exciting bit for me, which I really can't wait to use, is my Polaroid SX70, the old man. Thank you for all the name suggestions on Instagram, but I think it will simply be known as the old man. I just can't wait to use him. So yeah, I'm going to take some Polaroids as well. So the main composition is probably going to be a front on, and then the Polaroid is a great excuse to get in close and take some sort of detail shots. So really, really excited about using this. So that's the gear. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, the weather didn't hold up. I was promised sunshine and a bit of cloud, and what we have is overcast and fog. I missed the sunrise because of train delays, but sunrise wasn't really that important. It was more to get that low, soft light, so I'm not too worried about the sunrise itself. But now we've got fog. The fog kind of ruins the vibe of the photo that I was going for, because I wanted to get that like LA, Miami feel. There's palm trees, there's sports and tennis behind it, and it doesn't feel like London when it's sunny, as you can probably see in that first photo I took yesterday. Whereas the fog kind of removes that. But let's see what we can get anyway. There's a lot of people walking their dogs this morning, but no one actually in here, which is nice. Part of the beauty of getting up on Sunday morning. the sky is a complete blanket. But let's take the shot and we'll see. Ah, the fog. The overcast has just ruined this image completely. It's not what I had in mind. It hasn't got that warm American California style. It's just far too overcast, far too London weather. And, you know, as is the beauty of London and the UK, you can just never predict the weather. And I've fallen victim to that today. This just isn't what I wanted. You can see just by looking at the difference in the two photos that the weather makes a massive difference on the actual vibe of the photo. So yeah, a bit of a disappointing morning. There's not much I can do in this light because it's just, there isn't any. I think it's going to be Groundhog Day and we're going to do this again. So I just got set up and come all this way, got up dead early in the morning, just set up my camera and I forgot my SD card. The only SD card I've got is the one I'm filming on right here. And it's the one nice day in London we've had in about 5 days. So last time I was here it was super cloudy and foggy, zero visibility. And I had to wait 5 days. So now I've come here, it's got lovely blue skies. There's a few clouds off over there, but behind me here, where the actual building is nice blue skies, a few little white clouds dotted around. The sun has just gone behind some clouds right now, so I think we might have to wait. Actually, there's a huge grey sweeping cloud, so I'm going to have to quickly snap these photos now. I don't have the SD card, so I can't film me doing that process. But once I've snapped that, then I'm going to get the old man out and do some triptychs. And if you don't know what triptychs are, they're a set of 3 images that relate to one subject or a set of 3 images that tell a story. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with this on this building. Anyway, let's take these photos. Right, I've got the shot. And it is a beaut. I love it. Much better than the fog. This is pretty much exactly what I had in mind. I'm not sure which image I prefer most, the one that I took first or this one. I think I prefer the composition on this one. It's much more central, but I do prefer the sky in the first one, so it's a shame I couldn't get that decent sky again. But overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out. But anyway, yeah, let's do some triptychs. So the first one I'm going to get is the front of the building. Actually a lot more zoomed in than I thought. So satisfying. One down. So the next one I want to get is an angle that I saw when I was leaving the other day. And it's this angle here. Number 2. Number 3, I think I'm going to go for probably the palm trees. I think the palm trees are kind of what drew me to this place in the first place. I'm not sure exactly what I wanted. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do for this last one. And I love it. That's number 3. Well, this definitely confirms that I need practice with the SX70. There's a light meter dial on the camera that I need to get used to, so I think I just need to practice more to nail these triptychs. But that's the cool thing about Polaroids, is you don't know what you're going to get, and each photo is individual, so even though these didn't come out exactly how I wanted, they're still kind of cool. That's 3 done. So I don't know if you know how a Polaroid works. There's loads of ink sort of cartridges. Those are cartridges held in this bottom bit here. And when it comes out of the Polaroid, it crushes all these inks and then spreads it as it rolls out all across the page, and then chemical reactions happen, and then you get the photograph. Amazing. It's just a guy walking around in a circle. Why not? That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Lots went wrong, but whatever. I still got the shot. Today's okay. It wasn't perfect. The fact that I forgot my SD card, so I couldn't film the process as well, was a bit frustrating. But yeah, I'm pleased. And on to the next one. So, hope you had a good time, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I'll see you later. I'm going home. And I'm not going to do the whole walking off thing like this. I'm not going to do that. Right, see ya.